Hey, it's Reckless Retiree here, and I've had a suggestion from a follower and friend, Donald D., otherwise known as Muerto Mountain, and he has suggested I make a glycerin potassium permanganate grenade out of used Keurig cups, K-cups. So here's my Keurig maker and 2 used K-cups. And what I'm going to do is take them over here to my sink. I'm going to fill the sink with water and invert them in the water, let them fill up, and then turn them upside down and see if I can get the coffee grounds to come out. Okay, so I'm going to take the Keurig cup and put it under the water and let the water fill in the space in the Keurig cup that the grounds are not filling up. You see the air bubbles coming out. The reason I'm doing it this way is I was thinking that if I took off the top aluminum and then filled it with the chemical, and then I'd have to take other aluminum and reseal it, then put a hole through it to connect to the hole in the other one, then I'd be kind of redoing it, you know. I mean, these are already pierced with holes in the same position. I have a machine that does that for me. And if I can just get the coffee grounds to come out, although this probably will work even with the coffee grounds in there, because there's still room for the potassium permanganate in one and the glycerin in the other. Just won't be able to use as much. But really, I don't want to fill the whole thing with the chemicals, because that'd be kind of overkill. Okay, now I'm going to try turning it upside down and banging it around and see if I can get the coffee grounds to come out. And yes, they are coming out. Well, I've come up with a better way to do the grenade. I was going to use K-cups for my Keurig, which I have loads of, or could have loads of if I didn't throw them out. And so there would be no expense there, and I guess you'd even call it recycling. But I have another way of recycling, which is much easier. Here I have 2 pill bottles I got from the pharmacy, and I discovered that they will screw together. Ain't that special? So the idea is this. Put the one chemical in one pill bottle, put the other chemical in the other pill bottle, put the lids on, now they're sealed. Carry them around, one in one pocket, one in the other pocket. Safe to do that. On one lid, I'll drill a 1/4-inch hole, and it's really easy to do because you have a center spot already there. You don't have to measure or anything, just drill at that spot with a 1/4-inch drill. Then I'll get some 1/4-inch plugs from Amazon and plug it. So it'll be sealed until I want to use it. Then put the chemical, one chemical in here, the other chemical in there. When I get ready to do it, pull the plug out, screw the 2 bottles together, flip it upside down. So now the glycerin will go into the bottom chemical container, and boom. Question is, will it just flame up and melt down and make a big mess, or will it actually explode? I have no idea. I mean, there is going to be a pressurization briefly until it gets so hot that it all melts. So probably it won't explode. It'll just probably be a flaming mess, which is what we're after, right? It's a flaming grenade. The only problem is I wouldn't necessarily want to use this to start my grill with, because you're going to have that nasty chemical smell of the plastic melting. But if you just want to use it in an emergency situation, you could just do that very easily and throw it. And hopefully, we'll try it both ways. I'll set it up, let it go, see what happens, and then I'll do another one and I'll throw it, and we'll see if that works equally. The problem is, I would have to fill both containers more than halfway so that when it lands on its side, it oozes into the other one. Well, there's an idea also. I don't know how well it'll work, but in one of them, that you want to be the lower one, probably the dry chemical, put a weight. And then maybe when it lands, it'll land on that and stay upright. So we can try that also. But first, just set it up and let it go and see what happens and see if it works. And I think it will, but and it'll be so convenient, so easy. Like I said, you'll have two chemicals, one in each pill bottle, both sealed in your opposite pockets, so there's no way they could react together. Can't get out more likely, because these things lock, because it's childproof. And you don't want your child doing what I'm doing. So it should seal, it should keep sealed, and then all you gotta do is take the plug out, voila. We'll give her a try. Okay, so the first step is to drill a hole in one of the lids. And here I have a step drill, and the first step on it is 1/4 inch. So that should be 1/4 inch. I have ordered the plugs online, and they should be here in the next day or two. It only cut the one side, and the other one's just kind of deformed, so I'm probably gonna have to cut that with a knife, which means I have to find my knife. Here it is. Knife. You may remember Grandpa Jones on Hee-Haw. Where's my knife? Of course he was saying, what was he saying? Looking for a note. Letter. Well, this is not as easy as I thought it would be, but why would it change? Of course it's not. Well, the thing is, I'm going to melt this cap anyway, and I'm not putting the replacement plug in there for this go-round. So, I have the hole drilled in there. Maybe it's good that it's not supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. So the next step, you see, dear listener, is a bit of a funnellation. A little bit of fun-elation. And here we have the potassium permanganate, and we will pour some of it into. Probably shouldn't do this in front of a fan. What do you think? Okay. I'm going to start with that little bit. I'm going to guess that's about a tablespoon's worth. Okay, so now screw this lid on there, and like I said, then I'd have the little cap plug this hole. And now I need to get another lid. All right, got another jubilation. And got this here bottle. And I need to clean off the chemical. potassium permanganate from the funnel. Otherwise, it may react while I'm pouring it. So I'll need to get a bit of a wipe. Grab it. There you go. Just pull that through there. Okay, so now I should be pretty safe in pouring the glycerin in with the same funnel. If I was making a lot of these, the thing to do may be to have two different funnels. All right. So this is going to be a little more challenging. I'm going to put this on the floor. Hopefully that is a good distance for you to see what is going on. We have this vegetable glycerin. Okay. It should definitely be enough. I got glycerin on my hand. Okay, so I got way too much. So I think I'll get some more medicine bottles and divide this up into about 3 or 4 of them. So now the test. Okay, I'm doing a little test here. I have this medicine bottle with the glycerin in it, and I've turned it upside down to see if it'll leak. And it's been that way for about 5 minutes and it didn't leak. So that's good. It's a good thing. All right, so I have the 2 bottles, one with the glycerin and one with the potassium permanganate. The one with the potassium permanganate has a hole in it. So, I don't have a tripod with me. Let's see if I can just prop this up. I wonder if it'll be potentially damaging to the phone. Okay, there we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unscrew the glycerin. Now turn these on their side and screw them together. And then turn it upside down and see if the glycerin well, there you go. It worked flawlessly, and a little bit of an explosion, almost like a firework. Probably not so good for starting a fire though, but it can be a firework you carry around with you and, you know, on the spur of the moment, zap it together. So there you go. Be careful. Only let me do this. Don't you ever think about it, because it's really, really dangerous, and I'm an expert. Remember that. Okay, there you go. Another fun way to use chemistry. So here are the remains of the quote-unquote explosion. The bottle with the glycerin still has glycerin in it, and really the lid and everything is fine. The bottle with the permanganate is destroyed. And now I'll do this one and throw it. And we'll see if it acts like a grenade when I throw it. Here we go. No explosion, just melted.